ANC member Thabang Setona, caught on camera assaulting a woman outside Luthuli House, has handed himself over to police. The ANC Johannesburg branch has since suspended Setona. The ANC has condemned the assault, saying it is not in its culture to use violence against those who hold contrasting political views. This follows an attack on a group of people in a van wearing Black First, Land First regalia. The group was assaulted by protesters critical of President Jacob Zuma.
The region have suspended his membership pending to disciplinary processes. So as we speak, his membership is suspended from the organization. Remember the actions which happened at Luthuli House yesterday were never sanctioned by the organization. So, it was just members of the ANC who have individually and voluntarily decided to say they want to go and defend Luthuli House. So it was not an official organizational march which the organization might want to, account much on. It was just an individual decision that has been taken by those individual members.
The gentleman is, as you actually identify him, and the processes of the law is basically going to take its place. And I think we want to reiterate the message that every South African has got the right to protest, but no one has got the right, to violate any other person's right, irrespective of whatever you think or you feel aggrieved, but you don't have the right to really assault someone, as we have actually seen the gentleman that what is actually done to a fellow South African. So we condemn that with the condemn that it deserves.
The African National Congress absolutely strongly condemns the actions of violence that we would have seen meted out against protesters earlier on this afternoon. We are on record as saying that this behavior is an antithesis to the values of the African National Congress. And we've called upon law enforcement agencies to ensure that they act without fear or favor to bring the perpetrators to book. We are also happy that the Johannesburg region of the African National Congress has now identified those who were involved in the attacks, and the ANC will institute disciplinary processes against them at the relevant structure. We believe that the action was inhumane. It was devastating, just for some of us to even watch a woman being pulled in that manner. So now, regardless of whether it was a woman or even a man who was attacked, we believe that there's absolutely no justification for those actions, and that's why we want law enforcement to act. We've also called upon the victims to ensure that they lay the necessary charges so that the law enforcement agencies are able to act.
The ANC has already taken a decision to suspend him pending the processes of an internal disciplinary process against him. We condemn the acts of Comrade Kabiso. We can also inform the viewers at home that as we speak, he has already handed himself to the Johannesburg Central Police Station for him to be processed by the law enforcement agencies. The security arrangements were indeed lacking. Much could have been done better. I think the police services, including the JMPD, should have been able to bring about the necessary barricades so that the two different people that were there were separated so that this kind of violence could not have erupted. But be that as it may, we condemn violence in the strongest possible